Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Frontiers. And basically in this part we're continuing to explore Island 3 and we need to continue to get Chaos Emeralds and get through the other levels as well, get through the Cyberspace levels. So in between the last part and this part I had another recording session. Wow, I really shot into the air. What the fuck happened there? But basically in this I did a lot of grinding in Big's fishing area and got ourselves pretty much all the tokens, friendship tokens that we're going to need. So now we can pretty much just head off and find Tails. And yeah, this is the part which I found the most irritating to try and get to, because Tails is kind of in the middle of an island which is out in the middle of nowhere. Hi, thank you. Chaos Island. Okay, don't know that track, but yeah, so that's where we need to go in order to find Tails. Yeah, this one's a pain in the ass to get to be honest, but we'll see what happens. I also changed the costume that Sonic's wearing for this part because in between this part, the recording session for the last bunch of parts, and this bunch of parts, Sonic had some more DLC. Oh my god, that was lucky. Had some new DLC to celebrate. I think it was the I don't know what it was to celebrate. I think it was to celebrate an anniversary of some kind. I think it was Sonic's birthday, and so they released basically a new costume for Sonic where he has basically these big sunglasses and silly sunglasses and like a party hat, which yeah looks kind of silly, but it's nice. And it also came with its some new content as well for you to mess about with. I can't really remember what the content is at this moment in time, if I'm being brutally honest. But it's basically new stuff. Part of it was finally the release of... Why did I do that? Finally the release of New Game Plus, so that you can go back in and basically play through the game again, but with all of Sonic's abilities kind of maxed out. And basically, Sonic's abilities are at the level that they were at the end of your first playthrough. So that's kind of cool. Boom, let's head off. Yeah. This fucked up. I got, for some reason I found it really fucking hard here to actually try and do those jumps. It's kind of a pain in the ass. But anyway. I finally found the path that I need to take, because we're going to be heading towards this little area in the sky. I think we're going to get... Oh, there you go. I think we're going to get the next Chaos Emerald, I believe. So that's what we're going to be doing. Again, this is kind of a... it's kind of a pain in the ass to get through this area, and it has that bad habit of the 2D sections in this game where you're kind of stuck. You know, you're kind of stuck in the 2D section until you've completed it. Here we are. We're now up top. And here's me thinking, this is where the Chaos Emerald is, but actually no. Yeah, you basically, because this looks like it's a 3D space that you can go around on, but no. It's basically just a thing in the background of this 2D section. So, you're supposed to go past it, and I thought I'd fucked up. But I was like, fuck it, let's just continue and get to the end of this 2D section first, and then I'll try and reverse back. Oh yeah, this is a pain as well because it doesn't give you enough momentum, and it's hard to bounce off of it as well. Yeah, there we go. For some reason, you have to jump kind of directly into the speed booster, and then that will give you enough, and that will give you the necessary kind of speed boost to get through that little loop. Pain in the bum. Anyway, here we are. This is where Tails' next section is, and also where the Chaos Emerald is. So that's nice. Hi, buddy. Oh, he's got a bow tie as well. I've forgotten about the bow tie.
The whole reason we came here was because we detected the Chaos Emeralds were drawn here.
Did you figure something out?
I'm trying to put the pieces together.
Yes, did you, buddy?
The Ancients' technology was built specifically for the Chaos Emeralds and runs on their power. All of the Starfall Islands.
Yeah, and this game does have a lot of stuff related to kind of creating or giving context basically to stuff that was already introduced in Sonic's lore over the years. Kind of the basic idea that these aliens basically had built their entire society around the Chaos Emeralds, and so that maybe it's kind of hinting at the Chaos Emeralds, you know, they're not native to Sonic's planet. Yeah, I can't get this Chaos Emerald yet, which means I've got to go here again. Shit. Whatever. That's kind of annoying, but I had to come up here to talk to Tails anyway. But yeah, so it's kind of hinted at that the Chaos Emeralds were from another planet. Maybe the same planet as these aliens. And so the fact, so, you know, there's a bit more kind of lore stuff as to what happened to the Chaos, as to where the Chaos Emeralds came from and what they were kind of used for, as it were. It's kind of an interesting idea to basically do something, at least. Damn, that was kind of annoying. Kind of interesting to do to go a bit more into the background of the background kind of lore of the Chaos Emeralds, because we didn't. They're just kind of MacGuffins, really. In previous Sonic games, they're just kind of MacGuffins that Sonic uses to go super and to kick out man's ass. But that's really it. There's nothing else. Yeah, that's where we need to go next, and that's a pain in the ass to get to. But yeah, so the Chaos Emeralds, there's not really any info or any. Nothing's really gone into as to why the Chaos Emeralds are the way they are. And so it's kind of cool that they go into a bit more detail. There's not a lot, but they go into a bit more detail about why the Chaos Emeralds, you know, what the Chaos Emeralds kind of are, basically, more. That, you know, they're not really something from... Shit, that didn't work. You know, that they're, you know, from another world, and they're not real, you know, they weren't a naturally occurring thing on Sonic's world. They kind of came from somewhere else. It's kind of nice that they did something with that. I just hope that they do a bit more with it in the next game, that they, you know, do more of this stuff where we get more background info on, you know, things that have just been parts of Sonic's mythos that haven't really been touched or explored upon a bit more. Yeah, so at this point, I'm trying to work out where the fuck I need to, because the problem with this one is we need to get over to there, but I don't know how the fuck to get over to there. So I think, oh yeah, so at this point I was just like, okay. Ow, my face. So at this point I was just like, okay, let's just unlock a bit more of the map first. And we'll see what happens. And maybe I'll work out, maybe if I show off more, unlock more of the map in this area, you know, it can show me like where I need to go in order to get to that little island in the middle there. I don't think it's helping me too much. Oh well. Let's get some of this shit. Yeah, so that's where I need to go. Oh. And I'm thinking, oh, is that it? And it's like, okay, why don't I try going there then? Yeah, so here I am, and yeah, I kind of get it right, but not right at the same time. Shit. Yeah, for some reason my jumps getting gimped here. I don't really understand why. There you go. Yep, boost. There you go. There we go. For some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason it wasn't working as well for me. The jumping off those kind of swings there. But I basically just worked out that basically if I but yeah, basically I worked out that if I press it instead of when it gets onto the red kind of marker, if I get it just before the red marker. What? Oh god. I think I give up here, yeah. But if I do it just before the red marker, then it makes it a bit easier. So yeah, at this point I was just trying to work out, because yeah, this gave me a lot of trouble my first playthrough as well, trying to work out, well, how the fuck do I get to it? And I think I was just wandering about here. No, shit, I'm on a 2D plane again. Fuck off. And I was thinking, okay, is there somewhere over near this side? Can I? Oh, don't really need these, but let's grab them anyway. Is there a way for me to jump up? And the answer is no. There's pretty much no way to kind of jump from this angle. I guess you can try and use physics, but it'd be a bit of a pain in the bum. So I think at this point I was like, okay, well, this is pissing me off now. And so I think I went for a wander at this point. Oh yeah, I've done that before. Yeah, I know what I'm doing here. Going this way because I think, oh, maybe it's somewhere over there. Maybe it's something over here I need to get to. And I think, do I quit? I don't think I do this now. Or do I jump across? Wow, that could have gone badly. There we go. Oh, here we go. Now we're up on here. Oh, well, that went super well there. Yeah, I remember sucking so badly. Chaos Island, 4th island. Well, that's... What the hell am I doing? Well, that didn't work. Piss. And up. Jump, Tom. There you go, buddy. Jump across. Yeah, this is a bit of a pain in order to get through. Oh, it's this one. This has the lasers which constantly shoot, and I think at some point, yeah, there we go. It's the second bit where I was just like, I give no fucks. What am I doing? I'm gonna drop. Pissing fuck. Yeah, that's another thing which kind of annoys me about this game. Fuck you piece of shit. Something else which annoys me is that those controls. Oh yeah, this section. There's so many energy, so many lasers, plus this prick is shooting at you constantly. And yeah, at some point I was just like, you know what? I was just like, Fuck you. And there we go, we're done. We got here. Found Tails. I found him. Jesus Christ. Let's open this up. Oh, a key. Another vault key. Alright. Tails, what have you found for me, buddy? This has been kind of garbage. Yeah, this is the biggest pain in the arse in terms of traversal to get here. It's such a pain in the bum.
I think it's an environmental analyzer. All of the ancient technology is networked to cyberspace. If I can get it back online, we can maybe get some answers. Whoa!
It's kind of cool that, you know, we kind of see that these things had a purpose as well. That like they don't just ruins for ruin's sake. They actually have a purpose. Like this one's an environmental analyzer, which they use for whatever reason. I don't. We don't really find out what the reason was that these ancient beings were using it. But it's kind of cool that that all these things have a reason for being. Ooh. Yeah, so they were trying to protect themselves, and then just fuck you. And hence why there's a big, massive kind of hole in the middle of what once was a big expanse of land. The red lasers from these other beings kind of just blew a hole in everything, and
I feel like we need to find the emeralds pronto.
Dark Gaia, a reference to Sonic Unleashed. It's kind of nice that they're kind of relating older Sonic games into this as well, which is kind of cool. So yeah, that's where we need to go next. We need to talk to Tails. And go to that computer terminal. Right, so now we're done with that area. Don't need to go back to that particular island area now. Those little islands there, so we can just move on. Yeah, I think at this point I kind of noticed that shit. Oh, what am I doing again? Tom, why are you doing this to yourself? Get out of the 2D plane, for fuck's sake. There you go. It's so annoying. I think at this point I was like, okay. The place I need to go to next is quite a distance away, so let's see if I can find anything in the immediate vicinity that I can do, which is more that I can, that I can do immediately. And here we just happen to find a new chaos, another cyberspace level. So let's head in. And away we go. I think that's something else that the new DLC added, is we've now got different music options so that you can change the music out to what you've unlocked at any point during the game, which is kind of cool. And now we come to this is my least favourite cyberspace level in the whole fucking game. Jesus. So basically this is like, this was a level in Sonic Unleashed. Basically, it was just a big, I think it was a figure 8 kind of race course, where you just basically go through it. And you have to kind of, in Sonic Unleashed anyway, you had to kind of grind, to use the drift mechanics in order to go around the corners and go around as fast as possible, collecting all the red rings, because all the red rings were on one certain path. There's a problem though. In Sonic Frontiers, there is no such thing as a drift button, so you can't actually drift in this game. So how do we get around this? There are these green pads, which I didn't realise at this point that you could just jump over. But basically, there are these green pads. When you hit these green pads, it forces you into a constant, drifting animation, and so then you can just drift around the corners. Now, if you don't want to do the drifting and you just want to get all the red rings more easily, jump over the green ones and you can just control yourself a lot easier. It's a really stupid mechanic which does not work very well, and I fucking hate it. If they were going to do something like this, then just give us the drift button. They could have done it, just give it us on the right and left bumper. You know, when you hit the boost button, just give us the option of hitting the right or left bumper if we're going through a right corner or a left corner, and then you can drift. But they added this stupid mechanic, which is garbage. It's pretty fun when you just want to go through it and try and get the best time, but yeah, trying to collect everything with the drifting mechanics is really painful. But anyway, that's going to be it for this part of Sonic Frontiers. Join me next time when we'll be heading off to find Tails, and we've got to do something with that computer terminal. So yeah, see you next time.